Today I want to talk about why you shouldn't let others deter you from your path in life. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm talking about why you shouldn't let others deter you from your path in life. If you're interested in this kind of content, in self-improvement, in meditation and spirituality, in becoming a better person and learning to do all these cool things, then remember to subscribe to my channel because I put out videos every single day. So recently a viewer asked if I could make a video about social anxiety and not letting the thoughts of others affect you. Now I kind of wanted to do that, but I also feel like this is a broader subject. Not letting what other people think affect you is something that applies to all areas of life and not just social anxiety, and so I wanted to make a general video about it. Now this is a common problem. Most of us are afraid to some degree of being judged. We often don't show who we really are as a result of that, or we do things differently because we don't want to make a bad impression on people. And often we do things in ways that we wouldn't want to do them simply because it's the kind of accepted norm. Everyone says to do things this way. But sometimes that's not right for us, and we have to learn to be able to think for ourselves and to be able to ignore others at times. So we need to remember that everyone has their own path. You have your own path, I have my own path. The person down the street has his own path. And every single person on this planet has their own path, and they're all different. Some of them may be similar to each other, but even those similar paths have differences between them. So what's right for one person is not necessarily right for another. If one person is underweight and trying to gain weight, then their diet is probably going to look a lot different from someone who's overweight and trying to lose weight. If someone is in the gym with the goal of building strength, then their program might look a lot different to someone who's just trying to be more athletic and have more stamina and be fitter in general. A fantasy author is going to use different techniques in their writing to someone who writes non-fiction. Everyone is different, and a lot of people kind of assume that the same, techniques, lessons, whatever, apply to everyone. But that's not the case. So sometimes advice that may apply to most people may not apply to you. And you have to be ready to sometimes ignore that. Whoever it's coming from, whether it's coming from me, whether it's coming from your family, whether it's coming from your friends, sometimes the approaches other people have are just not right for you, and you have to find your own. Ultimately, it comes down to your goals and what you really want to do. Everyone has different goals, everyone has different things that they want to do, and you have to look at your goals and say, does this approach fit them? If it doesn't resonate with you, if an approach doesn't resonate with you, you just don't feel like it's going to be fun, you don't want to do things that way, or you don't feel that it suits your goals, then that is probably not an approach for you. You should not feel like you have to follow a trend because everyone else does, or do things a certain way because everyone else does, or believe certain things because everyone else does. You have to form your own opinions and be ready to forge your own path, because in this life that's how it's always going to be. There are some situations in life where you just have to go it alone and you can't rely on other people's advice. Now you should also try to realise the same about others. Just as someone else's advice might not always apply to you, your advice might not always apply to someone else. So every time you feel like you're seeing someone who's doing something wrong, who's not doing things the right way, or who could benefit from your advice, you have to kind of do a double take and see if your advice is really going to help their unique situation. They might be doing things a different way because they have a different approach, they have a different end goal to you, and so they want to do things that way. Or maybe they just enjoy that approach more and it's just the best way for them because it's something that they'll stick with. So think about that. Don't avoid giving people advice, but take the time to consider whether it's actually going to really help them with their individual goals. And realise that even if it would, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best choice for them because they might have their own personal preferences about the way they go about things. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, remember to subscribe over there for more. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, then check out my Patreon page where I've got more information about how you can do that. Thank you guys for watching, take care,